Shalom, Allah segment all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostle, Elder Great Millstone, salutation to the whole fillet, this person is truth. Across four comes over truth, Sarah Trading. This is the brother I'm on the buy for the Birmingham Camp, Alabama Gym List. I just want to get to sitting, this Mark of the Beast update. Just an article I ran to about the the market chip, the RFID chip being, the new currency to come, So I'm gonna start off with it's from the Sociable. It says we edging closer to a microchip the future. So it's the microchip right there, the RFID chip, like a grain of rice, like a grain small, a grain of rice, it be implemented inside your right hand or your left hand, forehead, whatever. But I don't get to the scripture about that. But reading the article, well, there's many people are afraid of moving towards incisive technologies. I hope I'm saying that wrong. I think I'm saying it right or wrong. It's like perhaps any downside risk with the use of microchip implants is far less scary than currently perceived. Such things as genetic modification or implants that interact with the human brain, cyborg style, fill many people with fear. It could be argued that this, that many be real or perceived. So, there's fears amongst people about this microchip, and you had those that, according to scripture, that is the mark of the beast, RFID chip. So let's see. Matter of fact, I'll just read this. What are microchip implants? Microchip implants are a passive device involving integrated circuits of RFID transponders encapsulated in silicated glass and implanted subdermal in the body. It's like I'm saying it wrong. The housing of the device is such that the integrated circuit doesn't come in contact with the body. Therefore, there's no bodily reaction. The device itself is protected. A wealth of data can be stored on the device. I guess the scripture that go into that. Can't buy or sell, but I'm getting to that. And said passive implants have been used on many years with livestock and pets. The benefits mean that the adoption in terms of use with animals continues to expand. The RFID implant can provide information on the ownership of the animal with its combating theft, identification of breed, bloodlines, with its enhancing traceability. Could the same apply to microchip to humans? It's not such in the new technology, but when it comes to humans, there has been very little in the way of adoption. They said the first human implant was carried out in 1998, over 20 years ago. Since then, usage has largely been confined to biohackers. So the first human implant was in 1998 when they first started going about doing it. It says startups to being implants to the masses market. There are now signs of commercial adoption through a number of fledgling companies. Almost them in Sweden Biohack, which the brothers they need to sit down at last year going to about Sweden company. The Scandinavian startup participated in the trial where 50 employees in a company based in Wisconsin volunteered to have devices implanted. So it was a company based in Wisconsin. They had 50 employees to be implanted with the RFID chip. More recently, employers are showing interest in following suit. Belgium We base Valkey is another startup that is also spreading the commercial application of the technology. So the push forward for this, for RFID chip to be mandatory is going forward. It won't be long. I don't know, it could be this year or next year, but they are pushing towards it. The elites are pushing towards this, and the dollar is gonna be no more soon. Collapse of dollars is the collapse of dollars is near. Could happen this year. Everything's the Lord. Everything's Lord's time and will. Have things go about, but that is again right there, the microchip, and that, like I say, being implanted in you. So anyway, I made this too long. This is an article I'm gonna put in the description box if brothers want to read it. But let's see. Listen, some of the things a microchip could do, as in a working environment, plants can be used in domestic settings to open house doors, lock and unlock, start a car. Tags can also provide useful and provide an ability to store emergency medical information too. So, when it's come about, once it's pushed on the masses, when this dollar collapse, all your information stuff is gonna, you're gonna have the assets on that chip. It's gonna be stored in there once this currency collapse. This current currency collapses. The only way for you to get your information, everything gonna be on that microchip. So gonna be on that chip right here, the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. So we get Revelation 13:16, and he calls all both small and great, rich and poor, free or bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. So it's gonna come a time, I say once currency is over with, it's gonna be those that are rich, poor, free or bond, gonna have to see their chip to order access to information, money, whatever, like I say, it said right hand or forehead, but it can be either or it can be in your right hand, left hand, forehead, whatever. If you get it, you're down for destruction from the Lord, So Revelation 13:17, that no man might buy says to he that had a mark or the number or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So no man not gonna buy or sell, unless you had that mark, which is the RFID chip, in the name of the beast, the number of the name, 666, Kaka stigma, where that goes into, these damn devils, you take that chip, they state their claim on you, So, in essence, just bringing this out, to the people, warning to not to take the mark of the beast. The Lord is not with that. You taking that RFID chip, because you'll give yourself over to the, to the damn devils, Satan, that's adverse to the Lord. You stake you fully gave yourself over to the damn devil, to these devils, man, these elites, Satan. So see, make sure it wasn't this person. Well, reading Revelation 13:8, here's wisdom, let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for his number of the man, and his number is 600, and his number is 603. So like I said earlier, it says 66, Kaka being Kaka stemmer, something that, they're gonna insert. The chip that being inserted to you, the RFID chip, they're gonna be, if you take it, it'll be inserted to you, the damn devils, the elites, say, they state their claim on you, they own you basically, so you're not of the Lord if you take this chip, you of the devil, these elites, Satan, So with that, I ain't gonna make this too long. So again, like I praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash, to the apostle elders, to the Sisakin brothers, to the few Aqua sisters, the sincere sisters, the sincere sisters that do listen, keep the faith in Yahushua, keep fighting with that sexual.